Welcome back to the channel, Meeks Motorsports. In the shop today, we got a 2004 Yamaha Blaster 200 two-stroke. Now, this is not my bike, this is my neighbor's bike. He is gonna be letting me do a big bore kit on it. It's currently got the 200cc engine. We're gonna be going to a 240 kit. So this bike's gonna get all tore down. It still runs, it's got good compression still, but he just wants more power. Turn the key on, turn the run switch on, make sure it's choked. We'll give it a couple kicks and it should fire right up. Now it is cold here. It's actually 0 degrees here in Michigan today. Alright, well that ain't gonna fire. Anyway, this is the new project. It is, like I said, it's a 2004 Yamaha Blaster. It does run, I promise it does run. We're gonna be doing a rebuild kit on it, 240. So we're gonna give it a few rides here in a second and go from there. Well, unfortunately, ran into a few issues. We got to riding it. Once it got warmed up, the carburetor, for some reason, wanted to start sticking, and this thing would just rev to the moon. No gas, you wouldn't give it no throttle. It'd start revving out. So I just shut it off. I started tearing back into it a little bit because this is gonna get a 240 kit. So I got the parts ordered. So today we're just gonna get this thing torn apart, take a quick look at what's going on with it. And hopefully the parts will come in soon and we'll get this thing back running with a 240 kit on it. Got a new carburetor, I got a new clutch for it. Victor's Performance head and 240 big bore kit, new reed valves, because everything seems to be leaking. New exhaust donut. And I'm not quite sure about a chain yet, but we're gonna get this thing going, so I'm gonna start tearing this thing apart here in a second. And we'll see what the original piston, and I'm not quite sure if it's original, but we'll see what the piston and the head looks like, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we got the exhaust removed. It's a full FMF kit. Turbine core 2. Now we're going to take the head off real quick. Got the head flipped over. It's got some gunk on it. Overall, not bad. Definitely seen worse. Let's go over here, look at the piston. I don't have the bolts off yet for the cylinder, but everything looks fairly new. Alright, take these bolts off for the cylinder and we'll pop it off. Alright, we got the cylinder bolts out. Probably just trash this. Take the cylinder off, piston, and go from there. I did get new reed valves also. Let's put this up on the bench. Okay. Not bad. Not good. There's a couple big marks in there. This'll be the real. Okay. The piston is definitely scraped off the skirt, you can see. The skirt is definitely worn through, so yeah, we could do a rebuild on this. A lot of carbon buildup on the cylinder. I'm gonna check the play on the bearing. I get my gauges out, but overall it doesn't look too bad. Maybe this thing didn't need to be rebuilt, but we're going to a 240 kit anyway, so we're not using any of this stuff in the first place. There we go. The top end is removed. Now the crank's got a little bit of, the rod's got a little bit of play side to side. Looks to be an acceptable range. There's no shavings or anything coming off. It's very clean. There's absolutely no up and down play. So that's good. So we're not even gonna look at this crank. There's no marks on it. There's no oil anywhere. There's no shavings. So we're gonna let this be. We're gonna spray it down, wipe it up, and we're gonna wait for these new parts to come in. So, like I said, it's getting a 240 kit put on it. The top end that we took off it looks good. The wrist pin fought me a little bit. I'm not sure if these are heated in, if these are pressed in there or they're floating. Pretty sure they're floating, but the cylinder is definitely wore out. Or I'm sorry, the piston is definitely wore out. You can see where the coating's coming off of it. There's a big gouge right here, actually. Yeah, that's a pretty big gouge. So we're not going to be reusing any of this. You can see there's some more gouging. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. Not even going to take the reed off yet because we're getting new. Now I'm going to have to take the intake off at some point, but we're not going to do that quite yet. So new parts are coming in. This is just part one of the 240 project we're doing real quick. Shouldn't take long. Like I said, the parts are not in. I was just getting too eager to sit in the house. So it's all tore apart now. Like I said, waiting on the parts. Make sure to come back, tell your friends, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Appreciate it.